We see Sugar. She got her page back. Sugar, sugar, sugar.
Sugar. Hey, Sugar, how's your grandmother doing?
Yeah, hopefully she's well. Hopefully she's
Hopefully your
well.
grandmother's doing well.
All prayers for her. All prayers.
Let me know how she's doing.
Beautiful black.
That boy, Dr. Umar, man, he could start off some conversation and he go viral with some other stuff, man. So he puts this as the Black woman syndrome, and this is interesting. This is interesting. So definitely hear your take, Hakeem, on this one, man, on our brother Umar, man. So what's your take on what Dr. Umar says about the Black woman syndrome?
I think that honestly, that's something he made up, and I think that he's not accounting. I guess since he's only particularly talking about black people, he called it that. But you know what I mean? From a person who lives around, I've lived around white folks and Asians and all that, they go through the same thing too. There's a lot of white women who go through these phases, and at that particular time, they didn't put dating and marriage as a forefront, and they was I drooled a little.
It's all good.
My bad, I'm getting old. I drooled a little. Yeah, so I look at that and say that, hey, how does that a black woman syndrome where there's a lot of white women who are single and fine, and Hispanics and Asians. Asians have the same thing, and there's some Indian women who, you know what I mean, like America in general. I don't know about other places. America in general are going through the same thing. We only particularly talking about our own community, but if we was to peek in others, they're going through the same thing. It's just not talked about. We are always on the microscope.
But yeah, I agree with that, Hakeem. Yeah, what Dr. Umar is saying, I think he's a super duper deep thinker. Super deep thinker and everything. And then as you go on like his lives and everything on Instagram, you know, he talks to a lot of women on his Instagram lives. I've seen it time and time and everything. And just hear about the dating out here with the black women and everything, and black men as well. With this, I got to disagree with Umar on this because there's a lot of black women who wants to get married. There's a lot of black women out there that I see there's feminine or who's feminine or who doesn't have that type of syndrome, who will wait till the 30s or 40s to get married. There are a lot of black women who want to get married in their 20s. There's a lot of black women who dreams about getting married in their teens. So I don't think where he gets that's coming from. Are there some black women like that? Sure, there's some. As in some white, some Latinos, some everything. You know, I lived in Michigan, I lived in Florida, I live in LA. You know, this happens. This happened in America in general. So to particularly pick a black woman, well, first of all, black don't crack. Period. Black men or black women, we don't crack. I don't care 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. We always look. As black people, we always look younger in our age. But like I said, I don't think it's a big problem of how, black women, specifically black women, they wait till their 30s, 40s to get married. I think that's untrue. I think a lot of women, especially black women, or just women in general, they do want to get married somehow, some way. I just feel like, especially here in 2023, with all these podcasts of, as men versus women, men do this and women do that and everything, how, it's been really, really big here in 2023 and everything. And, and if we say something kind of like a viral about each other, black women or black men, it gets the most viral out of any other races. When it comes to relationships and when we kind of attack each other, it gets viral, like it did with Umar. Or you see other podcasters we know or we don't know. On TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, it's a big thing in our community and everything. I just would think, in 2024, and I know for us here at Culture Couture, we definitely gonna preach this out some more of how we can really, really just build together. what issues we need to fix in ourselves as Black men, what issues you need as what issues you need to fix, as Black women as well, and just learn how to work each other and build together and everything. Because all this stuff, we just keep poking on each other. That's not gonna get us nowhere. There's no solution. So hopefully in 2024, we just, as we'll be kid that, just be more solution based and everything, and just try to fix this stuff so we can see, Black people are more American and everything. Because I know my family, especially my mom's side, I'm seeing a lot more of my cousins is getting married. I know my mom and and other people, eventually she want to get back there and get married and everything, because it brings us a strong family, and that's what I love about my family and everything, because majority of my family's married and we just have a very strong family bond. We might take family vacations. We might meet up in, Christmas, Thanksgiving, some birthdays and everything. Just having a really, really strong, family values and everything. So hopefully in 2024, we can talk more about that instead of picking on each other. As Black people, as Black people, just gotta push ourselves away to the drama and everything. Even though drama generates money, I get all that, but sometimes money is not important. Money is not important than to kind of pick and poke in our community and everything. So please, 2024, let's turn this chapter around and let's figure out a way to build each other up and find some solutions.
Definitely. You know what the real issue is here, and I don't know if some of the ladies can comment on the thing. So, since Black people are on a microscope, Black women is on a double microscope. So now, women's decisions are getting vilified. So if she says she doesn't want to have kids, or she wants to wait later to have kids, that's a problem. Or she wants to get her money and wait later to do that, that's a problem. And we see this because we go in these spaces and a lot of people are looking at our white counterparts, our Hispanic counterparts, and saying, now don't get me wrong, a lot of us want traditional women, but that's not, there's a lot of women who don't want to be traditional. And I think the whole point is not to crucify them for that. If she didn't want to date through her 30s, didn't want to date through her 20s and 30s, that means she didn't find nobody who fit the mold for that. Or she grew up in a household where they say don't trust, you make sure you take care of yourself and don't trust no man. Or you got some people who mother was a stay-at-home mom and they seen that was a horrible experience for them. They don't want to live like that. That doesn't mean there's not all Black women who don't want that. There's a lot of Black women who want to be stay-at-home moms. But I do think that for the woman who wants to get married after she done lived her life, and I think that's another part that we don't have a conversation about. More and more women wants to live their life before they get into a relationship. A lot of people understand it takes work. You're locked down. You can't do things without the answering in other people. And they say, before I get into this, let me go live your life. And no problem. I was not going to vilify those people who want to do that. And I think that's where the issue comes.
That's true. And I think here's another thing, and the problem is, and like I said, I see that a lot, when I was growing up and everything, is, when they're like, it's and especially comes out with, fathers and mothers, if they have a daughter and everything. So I know if I have a daughter, I'm not going to say, worry about yourself. You don't need a man, because, I will be, I would say that to her, you don't need a man, but I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Or like I say, in a certain situations of, maybe the daughter parents is not married, maybe, they have to separate and anything. Go ahead, King, we must say.